HandBrake is a free and open-source video transcoder, originally developed by titer Petit in 2003 to make ripping a film from a DVD to a data storage device easier. Since then, it has undergone many changes and revisions. HandBrake is available for Windows, OS X and Ubuntu from its official website, although it is possible to compile it for Debian, Linux Mint, Fedora, CentOS or RHEL. HandBrake uses third-party libraries such as x264, libov, and FAAC, the last of which is slated for removal due to licensing issues. History. Early versions. HandBrake was originally developed by titer Petit in 2003 as software for the BOS, before porting it to other systems. He continued to be the primary developer until April 2006, when the last official subversion was submitted. Titer continued to be active on the HandBrake forum for a brief period after, until contact was lost. Since June 2006, no one in the HandBrake community was successful in contacting Titer, and no further code changes were officially made. Media fork. In September 2006, Rodney Hester and Chris Long were independently working to extract the H.264 video compression format from Apple's iPod firmware through reverse engineering before meeting on the HandBrake forum. Their work complemented each other's and they began working together to develop an unstable, but compilable, release of HandBrake supporting the H.264 format. Hester and Long made considerable progress in terms of stability, functionality, and look and feel. But it was not possible to submit their patch to the HandBrake Subversion repository without authorization from Titer. Unable to submit their revisions as a successor to HandBrake, Hester created a Subversion repository mirroring HandBrake unregistered trademark S final subversion on the HandBrake website and began development on top of that. Hester and Long named the new project Media Fork. From 2007. On February 13, 2007, Hester and Long were contacted by Titer, who informed them of his support and encouraged them to continue development. Plans were then made to reintegrate Media Fork as a direct successor to HandBrake. The Media Fork website and forums were moved to HandBrake unregistered trademark S, and the next release was officially named HandBrake. There is another transcoder, called VidCoder, that uses HandBrake as its encoding engine. Features. Hardware acceleration. Some GPUs or APUs contain SIP blocks dedicated to do calculations for video encoding, for example QuickSync Video or Video Coding Engine. Such solutions are limited to a very few video codecs. When used, they are very efficient. Transcoding. Users are able to customize the output by altering the bit rate, maximum file size or bit rate and sample rate via Euro or a constant quality Euro. HandBrake also supports deinterlacing, decomming, scaling, detail-scene, and cropping. Batch. HandBrake supports batch encoding through graphical user interface and command line interface. Third-party scripts and UIs exist specifically for this purpose, such as HandBrake Batch Encoder, video scripts and Batch Unbreak. All make use of the CLI to enable queuing of several files in a single directory. Sources. HandBrake transcodes video and audio from nearly any format to a handful of modern ones, but it does not defeat or circumvent copy protection. One form of input is DVD video stored on a DVD disc, in an ISO image of a DVD disc or on any data storage device as a video TS folder. HandBrake unregistered trademark S developers removed libDVD CSS from the application in version 0.9.2. Removal of digital rights management from DVDs using HandBrake was possible by installing VLC, a media player application that includes the libDVD CSS library. Currently, HandBrake can only remove DRM after the user installs the latest version of libDVD CSS. As with DVDs, HandBrake does not directly support the decryption of Blu-ray discs. However, HandBrake can be used to transcode a Blu-ray disc if DRM is first removed using a third-party application, such as MakeMKV. Unlike HandBrake, Make MKV does not transcode. It removes the digital rights management from a Blu-ray disc and creates an exact copy, at its original frame size and data rate, in a Matroska multimedia container which can then be used as a source in HandBrake. Support input outputs Reception. In 2011, Preston Graller from PC World praised HandBrake for its feature set by stating, "Advanced users will be pleased at the number of options." She furthermore criticized the usability for new users. Note that HandBrake isn't necessarily the easiest program to use. It has a large number of options available, and there's no good explanation of what they do or how to use them. Beginners should stick with the defaults. She concluded with calling HandBrake a solid choice for people who are looking for a free video transcoder. In 2013, Lifehacker.com visitors voted HandBrake as the best video converter out of 4 others by a large margin. See also: Comparison of free video converters, list of OpenCL applications. References. External links, official website.